They ask how I get that
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
What's goody, YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to yet another live reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is TMR, and since you clicked on this video, you might as well subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave your comments down below, and enjoy this reaction video. What's goody, YouTube? What's good, TMR gang? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to yet another live reaction video. I'm your girl, TMR. Thank y'all so much for stopping what you were doing and meet me on this daggone break room, y'all. Oh boy. All right, y'all see the title, y'all see the thumbnail, y'all know what we gonna get into this good Tuesday, terrific Tuesday. I was thinking that Misty and looked down and seen you type that. Hey sis, this terrific Taco Tuesday, baby. It's a mess, okay? It's a mess all over the internet, and as per usual, people are not happy, people are complaining. And at this point, what we gonna do about it? Okay, we're not gonna do anything about it. We're not going to do anything about it. We are just going to, listen to, we just going to listen to the gripes and the complaints and whatever else is going on, the gossip, and just keep it pushing. So, y'all, we got to talk about the Super Bowl halftime show. It happened Sunday, and I know today's Tuesday, but people still talking about it, so we're going to talk about it, okay? The whole situation with Glorilla and her sister, also now known as BRORILLA. Baby, we're going to talk about that too. Now, that happened last week, and I wanted to talk about it, but Olivia had so much going on over there. Y'all know that's primarily what we concentrate over here. So we talked about that last week, and Olivia's still dealing with her roach infestation situation over there. So we're gonna get into that. Olivia had a little conversation. She had her thoughts and opinion about the Super Bowl and other things that's going on, ICE, and and let's be honest, it's got the right to have her opinion. Doesn't mean you have to agree with it. You can always agree to disagree, and a lot of times when people speak, it doesn't mean they know what they're talking about. That's just how they feel, and it is what it is. Everybody out here speaking on the internet, I don't always agree with them, but that's their thoughts, and then there are a lot of people I really agree with, and that's it. Okay. Let's see. Oh, and we got some other stuff going on. We got to touch on, y'all know I like to, go over there to TikTok every now and then. So we got some TikTok stuff going on. So let's get into it, y'all. We got the crowd is steady, coming in, they trickling in, right? And by the time we get into this live stream, I think we'll be, pretty much a full house over here, or as full as our house can take it, right? And we're gonna get into it. So how's everybody feeling? Are y'all feeling good? Y'all doing great? What did y'all think about the Super Bowl halftime show? Y'all remember we went live Monday? No, sorry, y'all. Sunday? Yeah, Sunday morning. We went live, and you guys, I was like, oh, I want to see the halftime show. And I asked you guys who was performing. And y'all said Bad Bunny. I said, who? Y'all said Bad Bunny. And I was like, I don't know who that is, right? Well, after I got off the live with y'all, I talked to one of my friends, and she's like, girl, you know that song? And she said the song. I don't even remember the song now. She said, and I was like, oh, yeah. She said, yeah, that's him. And I was like, okay. Now, granted, y'all, I didn't actually see the halftime show live. I didn't see it. I wasn't watching TV. I was doing something else. So I wasn't watching TV. We didn't have Super Bowl activities and all that stuff. I just cooked food, we ate. But I would be honest with you, I was shampooing my carpets, child. That was more important to me. I'm sorry. I've been wanting to get these carpets and these rugs shampooed, and you know how you just be putting stuff off, and I just couldn't take it no more. So that's what I was doing. And so later on that evening, I started after the Super Bowl went off, we found out the Seattle Seahawks won. And all the conversations started coming up about the halftime show. And when I was looking on YouTube, I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it anywhere. So I finally saw it yesterday. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I can't remember the song, Sean. I can't remember what she said. I don't even remember. Okay. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When I watched it yesterday, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really did. It was very different. Obviously, I don't know anything about the Hispanic culture like that. Puerto Rico and the Caribbeans, and I don't know anything about that because obviously that's not my ethnicity. But I really enjoyed seeing people celebrate. I enjoyed the story that he told in that very short, what was about 10 minutes. It was very, very different. Right, Pearl? It was very different. And I enjoyed it. I really did. Now, I will say this. One thing I wish, because if you guys do or do not know, it was all in Spanish, right? And the one thing I would have wished for the viewers, at home, that it could have maybe been some subtitles. Because I would have liked to known what he was saying in the song. Now, I will say that I would have liked to understood the lyrics, right? So I could get more into it. But I enjoyed watching them celebrate. I enjoyed it. I really did. They put on I personally felt like a good performance. Now, Lady Gaga is not somebody that I get into. She has a good singing voice, and I just enjoyed the symbolizations of the people that he had. And I'm going to show you guys because some of you guys may or may not have seen it or missed it. And I enjoyed it. But you know what I realized? Y'all remember last year there was a big controversy about Kendrick Lamar, and what we will agree with is you can't please everybody. Now, one thing you guys may or may not know, as you see, this is Bad Bunny in the photo. He has on a bulletproof vest. I didn't know that until after the fact because I kept looking at him and I'm like, why does he look like a linebacker? Like his jacket just looked real. He had on a bulletproof vest. And typically they're on the stage about 15 minutes. His was 10 minutes. And if you seen the show, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. Okay. Together we are America. And if you see it, his performance is kind of rushed. And I remember thinking that when I was watching it yesterday, I said, this seems kind of rushed, But he was basically doing that because, I guess, they felt like a Charlie Kirk situation was going to happen to the man. And, the man was, he was protecting himself. But even with him feeling uneasy about what could potentially happen, he still performed for his people and he performed for the entire world. Like, y'all, that was I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really did. Although I didn't understand. But I didn't understand what he was saying, but I understood the story. I enjoyed watching the story unfold. So let's get into, we all got to live in this world together. Everybody needs to respect each other's culture. Yes. And that's the thing. And you know what's so funny? Everybody complaining about, Bad Bunny and, performing, and Kid Rock apparently did his own performance while he was, performing. And I just felt like that was so disrespectful. Didn't nobody do a separate performance when Kendrick Lamar did his last year? Didn't no one do a separate performance when Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre and Mary J. Blige and all of them did it the year before? Nobody did a whole separate performance. And you know what's so funny to me? It's like y'all want to disrespect the Hispanic culture. However, if you really think about it, a lot of things that is going on in the United States is geared around the Hispanic culture. You can call any place. I wouldn't care where you call. You can call the light company, the gas company, the water company. Hell, hell, the library, the police station, the ambulance, the hospital. And what is the first thing that's said before you can even get through the options that you need to push? They cater around if you speak Spanish. If you speak Spanish, or you know, push this. If it's English, push this. So y'all don't want to embrace their culture, but everywhere you go, it's centered around Hispanics. The Spanish, you know. So I just didn't understand. I'm like, what's the big hoopla? I don't understand why you guys are so upset. I didn't understand that. Like, they have the right to rep their culture just like we have the right to rep ours. The white Americans have the right to rep theirs, and every other nationality. So I just didn't understand that. Like, well, I don't understand what the beef is about, because you guys cater, like, you got it centralized to make Spanish-speaking people feel comfortable in the United States. So why put this man on the stage and make him feel uncomfortable by him having to wear a bulletproof vest? Like, it literally made no sense to me. I said, y'all are backwards. Like, this world we live in is so damn stupid. It's stupid. So let's get into it, y'all. Let me get, hold on. I got a bunch of tabs up here, you guys. So let me get my tab up. Give me a moment. Okay.
Patriotism and love of America as a country. Actually, let's play a game. I'm going to tell you all the real symbolic cultural moments as a Boricua, including what this one was about, and I want you to tell me in the comments how many you got right. Now, let's begin where it all started. We see the Jíbaro, the traditional Puerto Rican countryman with the pava, the straw hat, saying,
Qué rico es el latino. Hoy se ve!
and interestingly enough, he starts by setting the precedent that all of this is going to be in Spanish, because he says Benito Antonio Martínez Ocasio, his full government name, presents el espectáculo de medio tiempo del Supertazón, the spectacle of the halftime of the Super Bowl, all in Spanish. And if you look at the backdrop, you will see the sugarcane plantations, which in Puerto Rico were the backbone of the island's colonial economy, heavily dependent on enslaved African labor, particularly during the 19th century sugar boom. In the very next frames, we see Bad Bunny turned around before he reveals himself, and he's wearing a 64 on his football jersey. 64 was the number the Trump administration gave out as the number of people who died after Hurricane Maria, but the actual death toll by that time was actually 1,052. Then we see Bad Bunny walk around the sugarcane plantation, showing us very historical and cultural markers of Puerto Rican culture. Like, for example, the coconut stand, which historically, coconuts provided subsistence for Puerto Rican workers and were considered a vital tree of life for supplying water, food, and oil. The abundance of coconut palms allowed them to become a staple for local businesses. Roadside coconut vendors became a staple of Puerto Rican culture, particularly in coastal areas offering fresh, chilled coconuts with the tops cut off. Then he walks by the table of father, uncles, and grandfathers playing dominoes, which in Puerto Rico, dominoes, or el dominó, is more than just a game. It is a cherished cultural staple, social ritual, and symbol of community that bridges generations together through strategy and storytelling. He then walks by badass Puerto Rican women doing construction, which represents badass Puerto Rican women who shouldn't be underestimated because they also do manual labor, like construction, very subversive to the patriarchy. Then he walks by a piragua cart. Now, piraguas are more than just a shaved ice dessert in Puerto Rico. They're actually a cultural icon, a symbol of nostalgia and a staple of island life. Brought to places like New York City during the Great Migration in the 1940s, piraguas symbolized the adaptability and endurance of Puerto Rican culture in new environments. But then we see him walk by a taco cart, but not just any taco cart. This is an actual taco cart in California called the Villas Taco Cart. The business owner, Victor, who started the business out of his grandmother's home kitchen 8 years ago, now has 3 locations around California. And this shows Bad Bunny has a commitment to supporting local small businesses over big corporations. After he visits the taco cart, we do see him ducking under boxers as he continues singing. Often considered one of the best boxing nations pound for pound, Puerto Rico has produced over a dozen Hall of Fame inductees. And in 2004, it became the first territory to have champions in all 17 traditional weight divisions. Boxing is deeply ingrained in society, and it serves as a pathway for and reflection of the island's warrior spirit. Then we see the famous casita that we were introduced to at the residency in Puerto Rico. It serves as a cultural anchor representing home, community, and the Marquesina party culture. The Marquesina is an open-air garage where people meet, greet, and talk for hours all day. And yes, Black Afro Puerto Rican representation was brought to the forefront at the casita because Black Puerto Ricans very much exist, take up space, and are family, no matter how much white supremacy doesn't like the fucking idea. And the same goes for queer and gay representation. We exist, live, laugh, and our gay joy is also resistance and revolutionary. But then to the melody of Monaco, he tells us that he made it to Super Bowl 60 because he believed in himself. And then he reminds you, believe in yourself, because you will be able to achieve everything you want in life if you do so. From there, we go to the actual wedding that was real and officiated at the Super Bowl, which is iconic in and within itself, but is really about family and community and love. And then we reveal that Lady Gaga's in the motherfucking building, and not only in the building, but killed it. But this was also a culturally significant moment. Gaga is wearing a light blue dress, which is the correct kind of blue that goes onto the original Puerto Rican flag, that people in Puerto Rico were killed and imprisoned for flying after the U.S. passed La Ley de Mordaza, or the gag law of 1948. That light blue represents sovereignty and resistance. The current dark blue flag is supposed to resemble the blue on the American flag in support of furthering the aims of colonization supporting statehood. Gaga also accented her gown with a custom Flor de Maga corsage, official flower of Puerto Rico. After that, Bad Bunny falls back off of the building as a trust fall, to signify the bond of trust built on community and familial support that is so integral in Puerto Rican culture, as opposed to the American culture, which is toxically about rugged individualism. He's falling onto his people because he knows they will catch him, because we're all we have, and we are each other's safety net. And yes, that Puerto Rican community is built in and around the bodegas, the mini marts, the mom and pop restaurants, and the Puerto Rican barbershops and salons. At one point, he even gets a shot of coconut rum from a woman named Toñita, who he also has in his music. This is the actual Toñita, who is the owner of Brooklyn's Caribbean Social Club, one of the last surviving Puerto Rican social clubs in the city, and she is an iconic figure in New York, and there is a celebration in her honor every June 22nd. After that, Bad Bunny goes and gives his little boy self-representation, his grown-up self Album of the Year Grammy, and tells himself to always believe in himself, showing little Puerto Rican boys and Latino boys all around the diaspora that they should believe in themselves because they will go to extreme heights. Then he has a jibaro playing the cuatro, introducing Ricky Martin singing Lo que le pasó a Hawaii from his DTMF album. This instrument, the cuatro, originated in 16th century with the jibaros, and it is primarily used in música jibara, evoking traditional country life. It is a symbol of Puerto Rican soul, resilience, and identity, often used in folk music and increasingly in modern genres. And then you tie the history of that instrument to Ricky Martin singing Lo que pasó a Hawaii, which is Bad Bunny's song, warning that he doesn't want the U.S. to do to Puerto Rico what they did to Hawaii. The song serves as a political anthem and warning to Puerto Rico, comparing the two islands' shared experiences of colonization, displacement, rampant gentrification, and over-tourism. And he's singing in the scene of Bad Bunny's album cover, which already represents the story of how Puerto Ricans get in community with each other, sitting outside in the famous plastic white chairs, except on the album cover, they're empty, just like this chair is, because of gentrification and that displacement. And it's actually poetic that Ricky Martin is then interrupted his singing by exploding light posts behind him, with jibaros trying to fix them. Given the fact that Puerto Rico has a continually failing electric grid because the corrupt pro-statehood politicians do nothing about it. And it's interesting that you see the jibaros, the country folk, the common men and women are the ones trying to fix the problems themselves, with no help or support from a governmental system. But Bad Bunny doesn't just stay on the ground singing to the camera his song El Apagón, which is really about the consistent blackouts that plague Puerto Rico. Because him on the ground, having the Puerto Rican flag and singing directly to the camera demonstrates his world-facing advocacy and him using his platform to bring attention to the issue. But there's a point where he puts the flag down and climbs to the top of the light post himself to demonstrate his commitment to our people. He's saying, I will be in the trenches fixing this and in any one of our problems because we do this together, Community is central to this theme. But then we get to where we started. Bad Bunny looks at the football and he said, God bless America.
God bless America.
And people who know English specifically heard that and said, yes, he's being nationalistic and patriotic because he is American. Yes, stick it to the man. You're Puerto Rican. You're a citizen. But then they didn't hear the part right after that. Because right after he said, God bless America, he said a Spanish word, sea.
God bless America. Sea Chile, Argentina.
Sea is a Spanish word that means be it. So when he said, God bless America, sea, and then lists all the countries located in the continents of the Americas, plural, what he's saying is that when we talk about America, we have to decenter the United States. He begins by listing countries geographically under the equator to the top, from the continent of South America, stops at Mexico, shifts to the Caribbean, then all the way to the top of North America with US and then Canada, framing the Americas in a way that has never been done before in a very subversive and revolutionary way, and then ends by centering Puerto Rico. So what he's saying is that together we are America, including all of the countries historically marginalized and neglected. It was a fuck you to the United States. This in no way meant patriotism and love of America as a
When I tell you, I thoroughly loved that breakdown because I had no idea. I learned something. And at the end of the day, all it just meant to me is symbolize Black and brown people need to stick together. You know, no matter our differences, we need to stick together. I enjoyed it. I didn't have any qualms about it. I really did. I was thoroughly entertained. I really was. The only downside is I wish there would have been some subtitles so I could have listened to the lyrics, or heard the lyrics. But either way, I still enjoyed it, and I enjoyed the fact that this man was willing to give us the symbols in the show to show us what they actually meant, because a lot of us didn't know, because we so busy looking around trying to see what we could see, and maybe you missed some things. So he broke it down. So then there was another man I saw on TikTok that showed the audience and their reaction to the halftime show in basically in real time. And so let me show you guys. Let me share this with you guys.
Response to Bad Bunny's performance at the Super Bowl.
So basically he's showing how nobody was moving around. Like everybody was just kind of like, okay.
Spanish, don't expect the American people to react much to it. And as you can see in the video, only a couple of people were even dancing or reacting to this in any way. But the polls are in. Americans favored Kid Rock over Bad Bunny, without question. This is the audience's response to Bad Bunny's performance at the Super Bowl.
So I was just, you know what? Me personally, when I saw that, I was like, I mean, what did we expect? Yeah, did we expect for everybody to be? Let's be honest. When Kendrick Lamar performed last year, was the crowd rocking? Was the crowd rock? I didn't see Kid Rock racist. I didn't even venture to go look for it. I didn't really care. I don't think so. More than likely, probably not. Now when Michael Jackson performed years ago, that crowd was rocking because everybody loved Michael Jackson. But I wasn't shocked to see them not cheering, singing along. But again, y'all, a lot of that audience wasn't Latino, so they didn't know what he was saying. So I don't understand why people expected the crowd to erupt when a lot of those people in the crowd were white American, or Black or whatever other nationality. I'm not saying there was not a Latino presence in the audience. I'm sure it was. But you know what this really told me, though? The Super Bowl, like, I'm so sick of the Super Bowl at this point because y'all put more into the halftime show than you actually do to the men who, to all the men who really go through it all through the season to make it to this phenomenon, which is the Super Bowl. Like, it, to me personally, this halftime show and Cardi B and Stefan unfollowing each other on Instagram or on social media, it kind of overshadows what people really, bringing the world together and understand that we need to be together as the people, and it just I don't understand why we are really just chatting about Stefan and Cardi B unfollowing each other, or Cardi B leaving they said that she left right around halftime or right after halftime. I believe right after halftime, because she showed up in Bad Bunny's performance. I don't understand why people are so shocked about the whole Cardi B and Stefan situation. They're not. He don't live in Cardi's house. Cardi don't live in his house. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're not Offset and Cardi B. They're married. That's just her baby daddy. So I don't understand why everybody's so shocked. Can we talk about Michael movie one day? Did y'all see the guy who played Joe Jackson? No, I didn't. Yeah, I did. Did that movie recently come out or something racist? I could have sworn there's been a lot of movies about Michael Jackson's life. Is there one that recently just came out or something? Let me know. Because my word, what did you say, sis? Nina said, because my word don't get this go to these type of due to money. What you mean, sis? I don't know. I don't understand what you mean. Look how they treated Kendrick last year. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just, I mean, it's obvious, you guys. People will never be satisfied. And one thing this should show you, you can't live to satisfy other people, because you could be as perfect as you think you are, and somebody will still find some type of fault in you. You just got to live for what you believe and who you are and keep it pushing. That's just the world we live in. And it's been that way since before I was born. And it's going to be that way when we all leave this earth. Like, you can do as much as you can, but you just can't please everybody. It comes out in the spring. Yeah, when it comes out, we could definitely talk about it. It's coming out soon. Thank you, Constance. Okay. Yes, his nephew is playing Michael. Oh, okay. Is that one of Jermaine's sons? What you said his nephew? Which brother's son? Is it Jermaine's son? Tim, I've been over the Super Bowl for a while. Oh yeah, girl. I'm not a big football fan anyway. I'm not a real big sports gal. Typically I watch the Super Bowl just for the halftime show, but yeah, I just wanted to, share those with you guys. And, just in case you guys weren't aware, you know what I'm saying? Because again, we, although we talk about the moms on here, we talk about other things as well, too. And I think that's something, everybody's been talking about that. So I wanted to talk about that as well. I wanted to give that as a reaction. All right. So if you catch this in the replay, make sure you leave your thoughts and opinions on how you felt about the Super Bowl. And you guys, if somebody says something that you don't like, I mean, please don't bash them. I mean, at the end of the day, people have the right to their opinions, even if it doesn't align with you. People have the right to either love it or not like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that simple. Thank you, Vida. I appreciate that. So this is something else I want to show you guys, because like I said, my hubby team won good, Latoy. I wanted to show you guys this. Y'all know we there's a lot of things that's going viral about rideshare workers and what they go through. And here's the thing. Most people that's doing rideshare work, some of them are doing it full time, and a lot of them are doing it part time. They have full time jobs and they do this on the side. Or a lot of rideshare or gig workers, that's what we was calling them back around the pandemic. Gig workers are working multiple platforms just to generate income, because I mean, you guys, a lot of us are having to do that now. We live in a time where you have to have multiple streams of income coming in, right? And so what really bothers me is when you get these ignorant ass people that harass Uber drivers and Lyft drivers and DoorDash drivers and Instacarts and so on and so forth. I don't never really see people harassing Amazon Flex, but these Uber and Lyft drivers really get get it because they're actually riding people in their car, you know. And you know, it would be all the same if we go back to the old fashion taxi driver. Okay, if we went back to that, it wouldn't be as flexible as a Uber or Lyft. It definitely wouldn't be. And let's be honest. There are times where Uber and Lyft can be expensive wherever you are, you know, geographically within the United States and wherever you're traveling, you know, obviously. But this, I want to share this with y'all because when I tell you this pissed me off so bad.
He's videoing me now.
Yeah, for my safety.
If you feel endangered, I would refer you to call the police.
So what do you provide as a safety line?
She says she feels unsafe. I'm sitting here, obviously, have my seatbelt on. Nothing's going on. She's sitting back there. She refuses to get out of my vehicle. So I'm recording for my safety.
Is there any store or is there anything in the area that you're in that you can go in and wait for your next Uber driver?
As you can see, there's businesses right in front of us. You see the businesses. She says she don't feel safe, but she refuses to get out. She can go right to the business over there. There's chairs. She can sit there with her things and wait for her next Uber.
He's gonna drive off with my packages. I mean, this is like, never had this before. I'm pretty surprised that you're not able to provide more assistance other than call the police. I have an expensive package in the trunk. If I get out, what if he drives off with it?
Now she's saying I might drive off with her things when I can clearly just take them out and place them over the side.
Get out of his car and he's on the phone with the authorities. You could get your package and wait for your next Uber.
But how do I get the package? I have to. I need him to open the trunk. Okay.
You can ask him to open the trunk.
Well, I'll do that right now. Whatever gets you out of here, I don't care. I'll open it. You get your package. Whatever you need to do. I'm going to get her package out of the back because she's scared I'm going to take her package. This is her package. Getting her package out. Set it right here beside her so she can have it. Her package is out. Her package is right there. I'm right here. I'm getting back into my vehicle.
So she,
Who was that lady that
I'm sorry. So she finally got her crazy ass about the car. It's her saying she felt unsafe, but yet you wouldn't get your goofy ass out the car. How do you feel unsafe? And the man had on a seatbelt and he's recording. So I'm assuming she was on the phone with whatever Uber representative. And basically the Uber representative trying to, obviously, because these calls are monitored and recorded, trying to keep her job in providing adequate customer service. The person on the phone, the representative on the phone, damn near wanted to say, Heifer, what you want me to do? Like, if you feel unsafe, get your goofy ass out the car. And it's her saying, I think if I get out the car, he gonna drive off. What would be the purpose of him driving off? Once you said, I need my package, that man politely unbuckled his seatbelt, got that package out his car, threw it on the ground, and hopped his ass back in the car. Now, Heifer, get the hell up out my car. It was her saying, the only safety you can provide is calling the police. Well, what else you want? What other kind of safety did you want? Did you want the CEO of Uber come ride with you? Like, sis, is you cool? Sound like you're not. And so that's what I'm saying. Not saying, obviously, y'all watching social media and watching the news, we have seen Uber and Lyft drivers do some heinous things to people. But let's be honest, these Uber and Lyft drivers need to be just as careful as the passengers that ride in their car. Because the passengers be on one. And it's just like, you're obviously catching an Uber because either you don't have transportation or there's something like you're not just catching an Uber just because. So this person, be it a man or a woman, is here to provide a service to you. You're paying for the service, it's not like you're paying for the service. The few times I've been in an Uber, the car was very clean. It smelled good. The ride was pretty smooth. I didn't really have any complaints. But the fact that man had to do all that, and think about it. After you go through that scenario, and most gig workers are chasing that coin. They chasing that bag, right? So once you finish doing that, me personally, if I was him, my momentum would have been in the toilet. I'd have been like, you know what? I'm done for the day. I'm out of here. I'm gone. I'm done. Which what does that do? Messes up his money. Like, people don't really like Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, all these gig workers. They're not doing this for free. They're not making a ton of money. They're doing this because they need to do it, not because they just, I just want to be around in the community. No, they're doing it because they need to do it. And people are using their own personal vehicles at that too. Like, it's just weird, just really weird. All right, y'all, let's move on. I'm just going down the line of, I want to do my little TikTok things first. All right. Oh, Lord. Okay. Do y'all remember when I did the reaction to the lady of the night, the gay guy that's from, thank you, Regina, the gay guy that's from Ohio. I think he's from Cleveland, Ohio. He's called Ali Music on TikTok. Well, y'all, about a couple weeks ago, he had a performance at a club in Cleveland, I believe. And a lot of people that follow him said they was going to come and support. I think he was shooting his first video for the song. He has a song called Lady of the Night. And he's also calls himself Lady of the Night. And he does story times on TikTok of him hooking up with DL men. Well, y'all, he got pissed because nobody showed up to his performance. Like, it was literally crickets. And he got pissed. And basically what he told his audience is he is no longer going to share his story times on social media for free. He's going to put them behind a paywall. So let me let y'all hear this little snippet real quick.
And drag too much. Every single day when I look up Lady of the Night, it's a new video every single fucking day. I could be on live talking about something. They're gonna make a video about this, like, and I wonder why the Lady of the Night is not mad that anybody comes to his video. It's probably like it's always a video like that. So all right, okay, cool. Y'all obsessed with me, right? Y'all like, I don't get it. Watch, it's gonna be for my music. Fuck out of here. No, I'm not about to know. I keep seeing too much negative shit about me. No. No. I was doing that for my supporters. Seemed like now I'm doing the entertainment for my fucking haters. Because now I notice in a lot of comments, bitches don't even be really defending me for like some people do. But then a lot of times people just always saying negative shit. Don't even be defending me straight up. So you're rage baiting. I'm not. I took all my videos down on my mama. I'm not joking. And like I said, I'm doing story times for donations. This is not no rage bait. No, I be getting.
And right after he said that, it was probably like that for about a week. And I think yesterday or Sunday, he has a story time right back up on his channel. And here's the problem. People are not here for your Ali music. Let's be clear. Maybe that's what you want people to know you for. But what people know him for is his salacious story time of him hooking up with DL men basically for free. It was funny. It was in my mind, I'm like, oh, you hook up with the DL men for free, but then you want people to pay to listen to your story times of you hooking up with the DL men? Like, it literally makes no sense to me. So you got to also remember he's young. He's nothing but 19. So he's a kid, right? He's a teenager. So 19 means you're a teenager and very childish. So how are you going to get mad at the internet because they didn't come out and support when he gets a lot of views on his story times? Like he goes viral with his story times, okay? And if you've ever heard him, I think you guys heard the one when he got stranded at the McDonald's by the DL guy. That one went viral, okay? And so a lot of people started talking about it. But he'll be okay. Now, in the midst of us living in what I feel is a copycat society, you got some other chick on here that's now calling herself Lady of the Night, which she actually is a lady, right? And so she put up y'all know Risa Tisa started something. She started a phenomenon. Because when Risa Tisa got up here and told her story a few years ago, baby, these chicks and men have not stopped since. So now you got this woman who's telling a story about getting pregnant by some guy and ended up losing the baby, but she was also messing with another guy at the same time. So she didn't even know who the daddy was.
Night left me pregnant and grieving a dead baby. So 2023, I was going through the worst breakup of my motherfucking life. I don't ever want to go through no breakup like that ever the fuck again. However, fast forward to early 2024. Yeah, so
y'all peep the blush. Okay, just pay attention to the blush on her cheeks. It's all across her cheeks, her nose, it's all across her face.
My ex-boyfriend had bread. He had money. He was a made man. So me thinking like the lady of the night, I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna fuck with a broke nigga because he might actually like me, actually fuck with me. Okay, let me tell. Boom. Me and my baby dad, we from the same hood. Let me tell y'all something. Okay. So we from the same hood or whatever. Kind of grew up together, kind of didn't. He was always in and out of jail, you know. I grew up in a different city, but we know we from the same hood, okay? So he ended up hitting my phone up. He hit me up or whatever. And the way that the nigga even got in my motherfucking bed, because he was never supposed to be near me. Yeah. Because he from the west side, I was always fucking with east side niggas, because I'm a west side baby, but any west side bitch I know, we always fuck with east side niggas. So yeah, my baby dad hit me up, we texting, and the way that the man got in my motherfucking bed was because I was on my motherfucking period, and I told him my stomach was hurting, and he was like, oh, you want me to come rub your stomach? I don't know. Every day after that, he was with me. The whole 5 to 6, 7 days, he is in my home, okay? When I say this man is venting to me, telling me all the shit that he wished that he would have told somebody else, telling me how he ran away, how he broke out of juvenile detention, how this man had to help his brother that got kidnapped, all type of crazy ass shit. How his dad, the pimp, didn't meet the dad, to all type of shit, y'all. So boom, as the 7th day came, we put on. I'm screaming, nut at me.
Oh,
no motherfucking peanuts. No peanuts. Dead ass.
This is, baby, when I tell you social media has ruined our society, it's like, sis, did you tell your homegirl this story before you came to tell the whole entire world? I mean, at the end of the day, ma'am, you're a lady, hence Lady of the Night. And it be these young girls. I haven't really seen none of the old dolls on here telling stories. I'm not saying that they don't have a story to tell. It be the young ones.
So my baby dad letting it rip off inside me, okay? Literally, this is February 18, probably by the 23rd, 24th, 25th. That's when we first started hunching, right? Okay, cool. By March 1st, this man is calling me, telling me that he think he burning. You think you burning? You think you burning? I'm finna get off of work early. We finna go to this motherfucking emergency room, bitch, because I'm not finna play no motherfucking games with you. I'm not. Ain't no way that I got you, brother. So now I'm calling my ex. And that was the last motherfucker I was fucking. I'm blowing his shit up. You mean to tell me you got me burning this nigga? Come to find out, I don't have anything. My ex don't have anything. My baby dad has gonorrhea and trichomonas because he's hunching not only me, but he's hunching on this fat back beluga whale ass bitch. Then he's hunching on this 16-year-old. Mind you, my baby dad was 21 at the time. However, granted, and I don't even gotta give him grace. I hate that man, okay? The little girl did lie about her age, but Right there. Then he's still in love with, he's telling his ex-girlfriend that he finna unalive himself and all this crazy shit. He's dibbling and dabbling everywhere. I don't even know how this man got the stamina to even keep his wink up that much. Granted though, I did work 72 hours a week, so we wasn't hunching that much. So he told me he think he pregnant. He come back positive with that shit. I tell him I'm not hunching you until you will get retested that is clear. Okay? Mind you.
Wait, what? He got gonorrhea and what'd you say, trichomonas? And you said, I mean, yeah, I'll hunt you, but you got to make sure you clear first. Say what?
I still had to get treated because he had something, and that shit gave me a motherfucking yeast infection, so I couldn't even hunch for 5 to 6 days because I had a fucking yeast infection from the antibiotic. So boom, y'all.
Oh my God.
So boom, y'all. After that, that was March 1st, okay? March 19th. It was this nigga. I've been trying to fuck this nigga. I was trying to fuck this nigga from the East Side since August of the last year. Okay, it's going on August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. 7 months I've been waiting to hunch this nigga. He hit the road. He makes his money by, okay? So our schedules never aligned. At this point in time, our schedules aligned. I need to get my rocks off, baby. I'm finna hunch you. I need. So boom, I hit him up. I'm telling him about all this shit that I'm going through. He like, why the fuck is you even? Why is this nigga even near you? Like, you too pretty, you too bad for this nigga to even be near you. Duh, I don't even know why this nigga's near me neither, babe. I don't know.
Now, would you say you feel like she making this up just to go viral? No, sis, I don't think she's making it up. This is a true story. People truly live like this. I mean, hell, we watch Liv. If Liv's stuff is real, why can't hers be real?
So boom, he was in the city or whatever. He like, get your lift to me. Get you a lift to me. I'll pay for your lift. My lift was $60. I told him it was $80. He gave me $120 fucking dollars, y'all. So boom.
So how do you feel like that was a flex? Your lift was $60. You told him was $80. He gave you $120. So essentially, sis, you didn't make any money. Your ride there and back was paid for. Sis acting like she that was a flex.
Get to that man, I just got off of work. I had to freshen up and stuff like that. So when I get to him, because he stayed about an hour away, when I get to him, y'all, I had to get in the shower. I get in the shower, y'all. This man get in the shower with me. We get the boom 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 boom, and y'all, we boom 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 all night. All night, he lifting me up. He going this way, he going that way. He lifting me up. He doing me crazy, y'all. I never hunched this man before, y'all, right? So I never knew this man's stamina or the way he hunched, y'all. This man is slowing down. Like, he's slowing down. He like, if I nut in you and get you pregnant, you gonna keep the baby? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna keep the baby. Yeah, not knowing the bitch was already fucking about 2 weeks pregnant at that fucking point. So boom, y'all. We time goes on. 2 weeks later, right? Mind you, buddy boy who knew openly, well, both of them openly better than me, but him that was talking about keep the baby, he never offered a plan B. Never offered none of that. She never offered shit, y'all. So long story short, y'all.
My thing is this, sis. So wait a minute. Hold on, sis. So if you think he's telling you, if I in you, will you gonna keep the baby? So you think you the only one he in asking the same question? You just the other guy that you calling baby daddy just got gonorrhea and trick. You said not from you. You said from some other people, right? But now you over here sleeping with yet another man unprotected. And oh God.
2 weeks later, period never shows up. I'm calling that nigga. My period's MIA. He's like, take a pregnancy test. I take the pregnancy test. It comes back positive. I'm crying on the phone. He with hella people. He can't react. We try to figure out this shit. I'm like, immediately, I don't even think this is your baby. He's like, I don't think it's my baby neither, but I'm gonna do what the fuck I gotta do. So I hit my baby dad up. I'm like, he like, what that got to do with me? Fuck do you mean? What the fuck do it got to do with you, brother? That's what I mean by being a lady of the night, landing me pregnant. So fuck you mean what the fuck that got to do with you? Like I said. So boom, he like, don't make no irrational decisions because I already had it in my head. We finna get this little motherfucker going. I don't even know who the fuck the dad is, right? So he like, no, don't make no irrational.
She said that so proudly. She said, I don't even know who the dad is. But all I know is I'm pregnant. And that's my baby. Yikes.
Decisions. This is my baby too. I have a decision in this. Literally, I found out April 6th that I was pregnant, y'all. I found out April 6th that I was fucking pregnant. My grandfather died April 12th. I'm keeping my baby. When a life go, a life come in, right? Okay. My baby dad calls me April 13th. Get rid of that baby. Bitch, is you cool? Is you cool? Is you cool? They're telling me I gotta pay for the whole abortion. Talk about you gonna make me have to rob somebody to get abortion money. All this crazy 1, 2, 3 shit, yada yada yada. Right? Fast forward my whole.
Wait, hold on. You said in the beginning that your baby daddy get money. Now at the end of the story, you tell your baby daddy you could potentially be pregnant by him, and he said he got to go rob somebody to get the AB money. Mind you, y'all, this lady live in Atlanta.
Pregnancy, my baby dad is harassing me. He's harassing me, telling me that I'm not pregnant, saying that I'm lying about my pregnancy. All this and some more shit, right? Right. Y'all, I'm so fucking stressed out my entire pregnancy. I'm my 20-week anatomy scan. They diagnosed my son with IUGR, fetal growth restriction. Okay, inner uterine growth restriction, right? I'm telling both these niggas, y'all probably not even gonna have to worry about no baby. I'm calling both these niggas. Both these niggas was in contact all fucking pregnancy for sure. I didn't give a fuck. We was just gonna Dana. We was just gonna Dana test and we was gonna figure out who the fuck the dad was. I didn't give no fucks. It was my baby for me. Not neither one of the niggas never gave a fuck. And I'll do it the fuck again. Neither here nor there. Let me try to write this up before I go clock back in.
Wait. Before you clock back in, you on break, girl? Not you on break. Not you go back to work and everybody to see your TikTok. Child, can you she go back to work and everybody at the job to see her TikTok. Maybe these people are a mess.
At 26 weeks, on the nose, 26 and 0 days, at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning, my fucking water broke and I had my baby at 6 months. Mind you, I had my baby at 6 months. He was measuring the size of a 20-weeker, but he was 26 weeks. And my baby passed away. So, long story short, neither one of them niggas had to get a DNA test. Neither one of them got a kid. And here I am, the only one grieving a fucking baby. With that being said, being the lady of the night come with consequences.
I don't even think you know what Lady of the Night actually means, sis. Y'all think you know, ma'am? Poor thing over there. You just seen the title. You been watching Allie over there go viral with his story time, and here you done come hop your hair up, look like Ronald McDonald with all that damn blush on. Baby, somebody need to tell you how to put your blush on. Jesus. That was a lot going on over there, honey. A mess. Y'all, a mess. But this is the world we live in, honey. They see one do it. And so that's when we go over there to the BRORILLA and Glorilla situation, right? So y'all know Glorilla's sister Victoria went viral last week, coming on the internet telling the whole entire world that Glorilla doesn't look out for her other 9 siblings. So if you do not know, Glorilla is in a sibling set of 10 siblings. Her mother and daddy, same mama, same daddy, had 10 children. Y'all know Glorilla is from Memphis. And this is her sister Victoria that the internet now calls BRORILLA, because they do actually look alike. And she was on the internet last week hooping and hollering and screaming that Glorilla don't look out for the family. She mentioned that Glorilla bought dad a house that's roach infested. She mentioned, I guess their dad retired from the post office and Glorilla got him a Jaguar as a gift for retiring. And you could just tell that BRORILLA was just hating, jealous. Okay. And so what we end up finding out after this went viral is that back in 2015, BRORILLA, also known as Victoria, has a charge where she tried to unalive Glorilla. She pulled a pow out on her and got a charge for that back in 2015. So you could just assume that they're not the closest of siblings. Now, BRORILLA is in the first set of 5. Glorilla is in the youngest set of 5. BRORILLA is 30. Glorilla, which her name is Gloria, is 26. All right. And so BRORILLA also mentioned the mom. She said that the mom, Glorilla, and her mother still works at FedEx, right? She said, y'all think that Glorilla would have at least made it to where her parents didn't have to work anymore. And you know what you have to understand too, sometimes those older, especially that older generation, yeah, they don't want to go and be retired because they're not thinking of entrepreneurship. These people been working all their lives and that's all they know is work, right? Even if they got money in the bank, the daughter then bought them or the son then bought them a house, a car, or whatever, they still don't mind getting up going to work every day. Me personally, I don't see anything wrong with that. But what I found out as I was watching this unfold, that, you know, obviously, y'all, the sister has a very mean spirit. She's very jealous hearted of Glorilla's success, right? And so as I was watching this, I'm thinking to myself, sis, if you just want money, why not be a content creator? Because I ain't gonna lie, she is funny. Well, since she went viral, she's been on TMZ. She's been on, she's done a lot of interviews, even with Skinbone. If you guys are familiar with Skinbone, she's done an interview. She's did a skit with Skinbone, interview. Like she's literally all, even Finesse 2 times went off on BRORILLA. And so she goes viral for that as well, too. And, you know, my thought was this. It's 10 siblings. Now, what was said in the live that BRORILLA did is the two of her youngest siblings are in Atlanta with Glorilla. Now, I'm assuming maybe Glorilla got them on payroll, but the reason why you're not one of the siblings that's down there on payroll is it's obvious that y'all don't get along. Now, I'm not saying Glorilla hate her guts. I'm sure she does now, but it was just so tacky how she got on this internet. This girl is a phenomenon. She's a sensation, you know. It's just so tacky how you got on this internet and put all y'all family business out here like that. That's what I be saying about when it comes to these celebrities and stuff of today. Like me personally, I just feel like a lot of people don't respect these people because we know too much about them. We know way too much. Like I was cool with just knowing that Glorilla had 10 siblings, you know, and Glorilla told her story too, because she was on Club Shay Shay and she told about, you know, being raised in houses with rats and roaches. Glorilla mentioned that as too. Like Glorilla did say that she wasn't, you know, hiding it. You know, she talked about her beginnings and how she came up. And but what you can also, and this is just my opinion, is you can blame the parents. You know, this is what happened when you have a bunch of kids. And apparently they were brought up Jehovah Witness. BRORILLA said that they were very isolated. She actually did something so she can get out the house and end up going to foster care. Well, all of them end up going to foster care. I think she went first because they were living in hotels, lights cut off, not eat. It was, you know, and again, just obviously coming from a situation where you had way too many kids that you obviously could handle, right? But what I find is you didn't see any of the other siblings up here telling their story of why they feel like Glorilla is not looking out for them. And I mean, it's 10 of them. Well, 9 of them, because Glorilla is one of the siblings. How much money is she supposed to give everybody? And even when she do give everybody, yeah, she called CPS. Even when she does give like say for instance, Glorilla gave everybody $50,000. I guarantee you $50,000, they would have went through that quick. And because you didn't earn it and it was given to you, you didn't really care much about having $50,000 because you didn't have to work for it. So you're going to go through that money really fast. And all that was going to do is have you right back asking her for more money. You said Glorilla is not that mama and isn't responsible for her siblings' well-being. I agree. She's not. You know, I'm like I said, if anything, ask to be put on payroll. Ask if she needs an assistant or somebody to run your social media. I mean, you know, instead of you feeling like she needs to give you something, and the money she was asking for was very minimal. Right? Very minimal amount of money. It wasn't like she was asking for $1 million. She was asking for a couple of $1,000s. She was really mad because the day she did this live, I guess like a week before she had just got out of jail and didn't nobody look out for her. She wasn't even in jail that damn long, but she had just got out of jail and didn't nobody look out for her. Well, who was supposed to look out for you? You put yourself in jail. So, you know, Glorilla down there living in Atlanta, handling her business. She's supposed to be doing jail watch on your ass because you can't keep your big grown ass out of jail. So I would really like to know how long this phenomena or this I'm not going to call it a phenomenon. I'm using the wrong word. This 5 minutes of fame. That's the word I want to use. That phrase I want to use. This 5 minutes of fame. I wonder if she gonna turn out to be a Shamar, because you know Shamar been hanging on in there, right? I wonder if she thinks she got so even Shamar caught himself trying to follow the clout and acting as if him and BRORILLA were beefing as well too. I said, Shamar, go sit your ass down. Now, funny story, y'all. The other day, this was maybe Saturday. I think this was it Saturday? No, this was Sunday. Sunday, Shamar went live on Instagram, and I follow him on Instagram. He went live on Instagram, and I seen he had went live. And he caught himself coming on here beefing with BRORILLA, right? And as the live started, and I'm sorry, y'all, I did not screen share it because I was so shocked. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. You didn't see him. You just heard him talking. All of a sudden, you hear, it sounded like sandpaper. It sounded like somebody was rubbing sandpaper. Well, what he was actually doing, he had went live and called us up on Instagram, child sitting on the toilet taking a dump. This man, you literally heard Shamar wiping his ass on social media, on Instagram. And then because you heard the toilet flush. And you hear him opening up the door because, you know, when you're in the bathroom, it sounds a little muffled. And then when he walked out the bathroom, he turns on the camera and he's standing in the kitchen with a box of cereal. I can't remember if it was Apple Jacks or whatever it was. And everybody in the chat was like, Shamar, are you going to wash your hands? Of course, he ignored those comments. But y'all, he literally was on live stream and wiped his ass. You heard Shamar wiping his booty on live. Baby, I said, you know what? That's it. I said, we're doomed. That's it. It gave me flashbacks of Jasmine pissing on the internet, taking a pregnancy test. I said, baby, we are doomed. Well, the two siblings in Atlanta went live, and Glow and her mom and dad went live yesterday. Oh, did they really? Okay, I missed that. I'm gonna have to go find that. It's definitely rough growing up in a large family, but her sister should have been smarter and moved differently. Exactly. True story, you guys. I will not lie to you. I wish I would have screen shared it. But it happened so fast. And by the time I realized what was happening, I don't know how to pull back on Instagram to start it from. It was a mess, y'all. You heard it because even the people in the chat was like, is he wiping his ass? And girl, all of a sudden you hear him flush the toilet. I said, oh, hot damn, not you on here taking a dump. And while you sitting on the toilet, you decide to go live on Instagram. I said, baby, this a mess. You hear me? I said a mess. Well, y'all, the other day, Shamar had a message for us, okay? Y'all know Valentine's Day is Saturday. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know Valentine's Day is Saturday. And Shamar had a message for all y'all looking for a Valentine.
I'm trying to do to be my better side. I'm in my better side. Do any one of y'all want to be my Valentine? Because, it's Valentine is on the way. And I need someone to be my Valentine. So who can be my Valentine? Like, what the? I'm trying to do to be my.
I said, not right. Well, baby, after we have witnessed the fact that you wipe your ass and don't wash your hands, I would be scared to take them balloons and flowers from your tail. I know you don't wash your hands after you use the bathroom, sir. A mess. You hear me? A mess. A mess. All right, y'all, 300 in the chat. Y'all make sure y'all clock in to the break room. If this is your first time here, please consider subscribing to the channel if you like these type of reaction videos, honey. So y'all, now let's get on over there down there to Olivia, child. Now, a lot has been going on with Olivia. Y'all know she back to going live 2-3 times a day because she got her apartment. And baby, Olivia got the roach problem around that, y'all. Sis ain't still, she's still over there letting off bombs and fighting the damn roaches. Well, child, the other day she went live. She titled it "Good Morning, Baby." Sis went live in her damn panties and tank top. Now I said, Olivia, I understand you pregnant, man, but my God. Now, when this live started, she was laying in the bed. She went from laying in the bed to jumping up, cleaning up the dead roaches from the bomb she been letting off. Now, what y'all will also know is Olivia has decided to go ahead and move in the little Tyke and Ike wash machine because y'all remember she said this apartment didn't come with the washer and dryer hookup. Okay.
All right,
Look at her, y'all. Can you imagine this being your mama? Now, some might say, well, sis, it would be no different if she had on a bathing suit, but this ain't a bathing suit. Sis slept in this. This how she slept. A mess. Do y'all hear that fan going? So we're not gonna get many lives in the bathroom because you are there. I don't know about y'all. I hate going into a bathroom that has that damn annoying aspect. You know, when you cut the light on, the fan sound automatically comes on. Baby, when I tell you that just irks I cannot stand hearing that sound. I hate it.
She said, "Baddie by summer." Period. What's my plan for today, baby? I have a lot to do today, but I just want to start
Look at her,
like
y'all.
this.
Look at her.
And yeah, just clean this shit up because.
Baby, look at this lady. Olivia is a mess, honey.
I want to. Okay. Should I do it this way or this way? I gotta mop this room too. Ooh. Okay, so that's nice and mopped. Let's see if this fits over here. Can we normalize something though, real quick? I need to say something. Can we normalize? Crusty, dusty bitches. Can y'all please stop thinking that y'all the shit? Okay. Bitches who copy everything I do. Please stop thinking you're better than somebody. Okay. Oh my God. It's so cute though. You know, if you guys look at it for real.
You could tell she pregnant. Look how big her breast is. Whenever Olivia, and the reason why we know because I didn't watch her through 2 or 3 pregnancies. Well, I think this is like the 3rd or 4th one. I think I was watching her. Was I watching when she had Ryan? Nah, I don't think I was. But AJ Kalani and now this baby.
The bitches who talk the most shit, they just want to be just like you. It's so cute. Just like you, honey. They're like your little mini-me's. Oh, it's so cute. But want to talk shit. I would never take advice from an ugly bitch. I just would never. I'm sorry.
But sis, you don't have any sleep pants? Or you ain't got no moo-moo? I mean, you ain't got no. I mean, you stay on TikTok. They keep selling them on TikTok, the moo-moos.
Sorry. You don't even know my experience in life. Like, you don't even know for real what it's like to be on this side of things. So I'm gonna need the bitches who would never and could never shut the fuck up. Please.
I don't want to hear that. Let's get to the wash and dry, y'all. I just want y'all to see her bring this little bitty washer and dryer in this bathroom. Now Jasmine's was bigger than that. I don't care what y'all. What? Let me hold on. Jasmine's was bigger than that. Do she got two? Well, she got one for her, and one for the kids. Cause Jasmine's was way bigger than that. Well, what we washing in there? Baby blankets? And is she gonna be like Stephanie and the Resilient Jenkins, the doo-doo rags? Is that supposed to be her decorative towel? Nah, girl, that's probably the towel she wipe her tail with. I said, girl, what is that? What is we washing in that? Baby, I wouldn't even what no, really. What the hell is we washing in that? She can fit one sheet in there. Well, that's all she got is one. The pink set. I said, Olivia, what in the world is that? Wait a minute, maybe that's the wash machine just to wash the towels and the washcloths. Y'all think that's what it is? That's probably okay. That's what it is. She gonna have one in the bathroom to wash towels and washcloths. And then Mary Blue, I'm saying, and then she gonna have another one. She gonna probably put that one in the kitchen, the bigger one that Jasmine got, and that's to wash the clothes. You say it came from Ryan's dollhouse?
Oh my God, this is not gonna work.
When I saw that, I said, damn, sis. God damn. Girl, even Jasmine had a bigger one.
Washer.
Right, Will. Don't watch it.
And I don't. This, oh my God, there was like 2 more inches of fucking space, dude. Ooh. What's it on this side? No. I guess I'll have to fit right here.
Girl, can you put another washer and dryer right there? Move that. Move that, Lee. Move that out the way. You got like a single washer, so maybe you can wash it. Oh, Lord, I done got a headache. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm trying to figure out what the hell going on. What is we washing? Jesus.
Oh, I can move it over. Okay. Let's go to the just like that, honey.
So why she got it so close to the shower? So when you get out the shower, you just dump. Wait a minute. Hold on, girl. So when you get out the shower, do you just dump the towels up? Watch, y'all. This gonna turn into her laundry hamper. This ain't gonna be no washing machine.
Everyone like the live. Yeah, like the live. Okay.
So what you do? You sit on the toilet, and as you doing like Shamar, taking a dump and wiping your butt, you just take the rag that you wipe your butt with and just toss it on over into the washing machine, girl. Is that what we doing?
Bye, babe.
Baby, that washing machine took me out. I said, what in the world? I said, Jasmine's was way bigger than that. Maybe that's the washing machine, y'all. Maybe that's what it is. And the dryer gonna be somewhere else. Cause that I don't know. I don't want to believe it. I just don't. I don't want to believe it, baby. A mess. You hear me? So now we're going to get into her live from last night. Okay. Sis went live to give her opinions on what's going on in the world. And we're not going to be here for long, but we're going to listen to what a little bit of sis had to say. Okay. Let me see. Let me get this, share the screen on here. I said, good gracious, girl. What is going on over there? Well, Jasmine, never mind. Olivia don't need 2 buckets. Just give her one, sis. She don't need to.
Yeah, he was nice. He was a sweet guy. Hello, beautiful lady. You are gorgeous. Enjoy your Ben & Jerry's cookie dough. This isn't Ben & Jerry's. This is Sonic. It's cool. My eyes are hazel. But yeah, Cardi B needs to get over it, honey. Anthony, you're getting blocked or you're getting hidden. I don't want to hear that. Don't be nasty. Hey, Stephanie. Stephanie, I made the other registry, baby, if you want a link to it. Yeah, I bought the bombs. I set bombs off today. I'm done. I think we're going to be good. Pest control came today. The pest control moved the refrigerator and the stove, and he put shit behind there. And I bombed again. 3 bombs. So, girl, if that don't do it, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm not going to. That's 3 bombs. And that's 3 in a row. I'm done. Tomorrow, I'm just going to clean the place really fucking good. And then I'm going to take my stuff out. And that's how it's going to go. She said that she didn't get the apartment together because I moved in. I already knew it. I moved in so fast. She didn't have enough turnaround time. Oh, fine. Whatever. It was either I fixed the problem and moved in, or I had to stay longer at a hotel or something. You know? Girl, what you eating? Ice cream. But I don't even feel like eating it now that I have it. It's good, though. Well, yeah, that poor boy has been wearing, I guess he's been wearing Bad Bunny. He's been wearing a bulletproof vest everywhere, like at all the award shows and everything, because of his statements about ICE and stuff. Like, that is so sad that we live in a world, supposedly our country is free, right? But you can't even say nothing without being trolled, without being hated, without trying to be canceled, without being shot at. You can't say what you want to say, but we live in a free country. Girl. And let me see. I don't know. It's just there's a lot going on, y'all. You enjoyed it? That's good. That's good. The people that enjoyed it, I'm happy they enjoyed it, you know? It was there to enjoy. I just think they could have done it better. Excuse me. That's the whole point they brought up Ricky Martin for us millennials. But baby, no. What the hell? I'm sorry, but no. So where the fuck was Pitbull? Okay? All them damn hits that man has. I love Pitbull. And Daddy Yankee. Ugh. The ice punks. Okay, what's up with y'all not liking ICE? What's going on with that? Like, what's going on with that for real? Like, do you guys not love your country? Is that what it is? I don't understand why there's so much like pushback against things that are supposed to make our country better. Why is that? And we are Americans. I don't understand that. Could somebody explain it to me without being rude and disrespectful? Because I'm really asking a question. Yeah, Shakira And J-Lo. That was a good one. Ooh, sexy mamas. Oh, they finna go out tonight, period. They getting tonight. I'm just playing. On a Monday night? I'm gonna ask them, baby girl, where are you going on a Monday looking like that?
This girl is sitting in the car, people watching. You know why? Because she can't be in the apartment because roaches done ran up out of there. And better yet, her mama got her kids. Do y'all think her mother is going to have her kids to the summer or to the spring? Because she's made no type of conversation that I've heard of. And again, I don't watch all her lives, y'all. Okay. So maybe she said it and maybe one of you guys heard it. But when is she supposed to be going to get KJ and or AJ and Kaylani? Does she have no plans to get them anytime soon? Or is she trying to clear the roaches up before she go get them?
You've been in the shelter for 3 months. Wow, girl, congratulations. Yeah, she looked out for you. Oh. Thank you. It's been hard. Oh, I'm so sorry. Alicia, I'm so sorry, baby. Well, congratulations on your place. No. I'm gonna pray for you, baby. I'm sorry. But at least you, not at least, but you are being blessed with a home and everything's gonna be okay, baby. Oh, the least thing they looked out for me. Yes, you did. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She introduced you to my channel? Oh, I think you told me that before. R.I.P. to your mommy. That's what's up. I'm here if you ever need me, love. I'm always here for you. Hi, Lakeisha. Oh my God, that girl is so pretty. I know, this spoon is humongous. That girl in there is so damn pretty. I want to get her number. I'm just joking. I don't know about the first one though. She's put her hair up. Ooh, the other one's pretty too. They finna have fun. I wanna go with my pregnant ass. I wanna go.
She's sitting in the car, people watching, talking about she want to go somewhere, talking on live, and her mom over there wrestling with the kids wherever their kids is. I believe I'm pretty sure her mom's probably back in California with those kids.
I wish you luck on your 6th and last child. Thank you.
Well, Greenheart, Jasmine said that, she make enough money to get by. Okay. So Jasmine has figured out a way where she ain't got to get on this internet every other day or every day. She says she posts enough so she can get by. Okay. And Jasmine might got her tax money, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm getting my tubes tied after this one, y'all. I've decided. I made the executive decision. I know there's a lot of risks and blah, 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 blah. But we got to do what we got to do. ICE was founded in 2002 to strengthen national security, especially after 9/11. It was also formed
for trafficking and smuggling. Okay, so why are people so against it then? Like, I understand, you guys, I'm not stupid. I understand, like, what people are, like, why, but, like, there's laws, right? So, oh my gosh, she is a bad bitch. She is so pretty. So if you don't break the law, then, you know, bullshit won't happen to you. Because what's happening to those people, yeah, it's bullshit, of course. It's inconvenient, it's dangerous, it's inconvenient, it's all of the things. Trust me, I know how it feels to get arrested and have your life fucked up. I get it. But
no, I didn't see that, Tasha. She went off on Olivia went off on Nisha. Olivia went off on Nisha because Nisha made Christian's girlfriend a Valentine's Day cake. No, I didn't see that. Why would she go off on Nisha for that? She can't bake anything. She got roaches. She ain't even got her kitchen together. So why is she mad at Nisha?
if you don't put yourself in that position, then you don't have to go through all of that. You don't have to have your kids going through that, your mama, your uncle, your brother. And I get it.
Or are they talking about Christian having a girlfriend? How old is Christian? What are you, about 10? Not he got him a woman. Oh, Lord.
Like, I get everyone's like talking about America this, America that. However you feel about your own country, that's fine.
Was it cute?
But regardless of how you feel, there's borders and there's laws, you know? And in my opinion, those borders and laws are in place to keep the citizens of that country safe. Just like we have borders, every other country has borders. So what's the problem? I don't get it.
Yeah, that's his
I
little
just don't
friend.
get it. I feel like people just love to complain about shit. They love to have a negative opinion about something. But it's like, what if it was your child, your mama, your uncle, somebody in your family killed by an illegal person with no documentation, a criminal from another country coming in here? Like, that's happens. So
yeah, she could be jealous, but she probably really don't feel like Christian needs to be calling some little girl his girlfriend. Yeah, it may be a little hint of jealousy, but she probably really feels like Christian don't need to be calling. But here's the thing, Olivia, it's obvious that Christian likes the little girl, right? Now, as long as they're not left alone, right? Anywhere, be it his house, the little girl's house, him, liking on a little girl. How are you gonna stop that, sis? You can't stop him from being attractive to a little girl. Would you rather for him be attracted to a little boy? He's growing. He's a kid. He's getting bigger. And his mama does social media, hence he's exposed to social media, so he's exposed to the world. Yeah. You cannot shelter him when you don't even shelter yourself. You were just on live in your tank top and panties, ma'am.
yeah, if I go right now to Mexico and I don't have a passport or something, and I just jump the wall, they're gonna take me to jail. They're gonna lock me up and throw away the key. I mean,
right, sis. And so that's what essentially that's what ICE is supposed to do. If you're here undocumented, they're sending you back to your country. Now, obviously, there's other things going on that ICE is doing that people are not approving of, right? And there are people who actually are American citizens that are being profiled as not being a citizen because they are of a different nationality or ethnicity. That's the problem. But y'all, Olivia, again, she can have her opinion, but that don't mean you have to agree with it. I'm gonna just say that.
What you think? They're gonna be like, come in, American? No. So, are they evil and racist? If I go over and cross the forest and the jungle, it's not a forest and the jungle, but the wilderness into Canada, are they gonna welcome me with open arms? Does that mean Canadians are racist and evil? I'm just confused.
Yeah, since you're gonna stay confused and we're gonna let you.
I'd be confused. I got mine tied when you did your C-section. I know I'm gonna have my baby naturally, so it's like, I'm gonna have to go back and get my tubes tied. How many people in your life are there who don't know what they want or don't care about it anymore? I don't know what that means. If you're not here legally, it's a crime. Hey, Liv, I think you will be okay, especially if you are fairly healthy. I know everyone is different. Oh, but I have been fine after getting mine cut and burned 8 years ago. Okay, good. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to take that risk. There's risks for everything, you know what I mean? I'm gonna take it because I don't want to get pregnant again. I don't want to take a chance, you know?
So Olivia says that she's gonna have the baby natural and then she's gonna go back in to get her tubes tied. No, you're not. I don't even think you do 6-week checkups after you have the baby. Girl, if you don't let them people tie your tubes while you in there, while they pushing that baby out, if you don't let them people tie your tubes while you're already there, you're more than likely not going to ever get them tied unless you get pregnant again.
I wish I could go to another country of my choice. Yeah, and be there legally and not have to file no paperwork and just work undocumented. And yeah, I mean, that would be great for everybody. You know, I think all of us would want to take a trip and maybe live abroad. Sure, but we have to.
Girl, what you mean work undocumented? Girl, you documented and don't even work.
To have our paperwork in order. We have to. If we don't, then we're gonna be fucked in another country, just like the people here are. So what's the problem? I mean, it's not good. It's not nice. I don't like to see that. I don't like to see anybody detained. But I mean, bitch, if I'm going to jail for child support, bitch, you're going to jail for jumping the border, bitch. You are.
Wait, what? Not you comparing. She said if I gotta go to wait a minute, I can't even get it out. She said if I gotta go to jail because I ain't paid child support, oh, you going to jail because you illegal. Girl, not you over there hating on the people. Baby, this girl compared her situation to the people. Oh my God.
You definitely are. Okay. I didn't even break a motherfucking law, and I'm in the clink. Okay, and you breaking all these motherfucking laws and all.
Did y'all hear her say the clank? Say, baby, Olivia, you know you love the break room, honey. Did y'all hear her say the clank? Hold on.
Of my choice. Yeah, and be there legally and not have to file no paperwork and just work undocumented. And yeah, I mean, that would be great for everybody. You know, I think all of us would want to take a trip and maybe live abroad. Sure, but we have to have our paperwork in order. We have to. If we don't, then we're going to be fucked in another country, just like the people here are. So what's the problem? I mean, it's not good. It's not nice. I don't like to see that. I don't like to see anybody detained. But I mean, bitch, if I'm going to jail for child support, bitch, you're going to jail for jumping the border, bitch. You are. You are. You definitely are. Okay.
Not she mad because she couldn't evade not paying child support, and there are other people getting to the country illegal. Not sis mad because they would give her a pass. Olivia said, y'all letting people come here illegal. Why I can't not pay my child support? Can you imagine her saying that to the judge?
I didn't even break a motherfucking law, and I'm in the clink, okay? And you breaking all these motherfucking laws and all.
It's the clank. It's the clank. If you gonna say it right. Say it with your chest, Libby. It's the clank. Okay, you was down there at the clank, not the clink. It was the clank. Put some stank in it. It's clank.
This extra shit, and you walking around freely? Deport me to Costa Rica. Baby, just go back if that's where you're from. If you want to go. People be complaining so much about America but don't want to leave. It don't make no damn sense.
She said down to the clink.
I'm Canadian. They won't treat you horribly. They won't treat you horribly. The Canadians, I've heard differently. Immigration laws, because American people are spoiled. They're like spoiled little brats with nothing better to do.
Right, Olivia, and you're one of those people. You were spoiled. You thought the state of Texas was playing with your ass over there. You was over there telling the state of Texas, nah, nanny boo boo, I ain't paying nothing. And baby, what they do? They put your ass down there at the clank.
Then complain about some bullshit. Okay? In the other countries, people don't got time, the resources, the fucking freedom to sit around on their ass and complain all day about the laws in their country. Okay?
She talking about American people are spoiled, and this woman is sitting in the car talking to the camera eating ice cream, and her mom over there wrestling with her children, taking them back and forth to daycare. If the mama even got them in daycare, she probably don't. Wrestling with them to put them to bed. You know them kids stay sick over there. Taking them to the doctor. Wiping booties. Stella then started all over from scratch, and then Nisha over there handling the other three. Okay, she's sitting in the car talking to the camera while two other women being mothers to her children.
And the Americans do. So that's why the Americans sit on their ass and complain all fucking day. And it's annoying. It really is.
Sit around and complain all day.
And I get irritated fast, but I just don't get it. And I never got it. I never understood why people were going against ICE. Like, they're working for you, bendeja. Like, they're literally putting their life on the line to protect your stupid ass. Ooh, my finger. Oh, no, I cannot. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. My fingers are swelling, I think. Oh, my God.
Because you ate ice cream?
I just have this thing on this finger. Oh, no. You're going over there. Lord Jesus. I'm sorry. That scared me. My son was stopped. His father is a citizen. And my son's. Wait. I'm confused. Honestly, the most annoying part about it, I don't understand. I'm Canadian as well. Our immigration isn't going to assault or force violence on you. I know, you guys, but the only reason that ICE is assaulting or using violence is because people are resisting. You guys, stop acting like little children.
Did you resist? When you went down there to the clank, did they have to beat you with the baton and make your ass? Olivia, you don't even know what you're talking about. Wouldn't you resist if somebody was snatching you up out your damn car and throwing you on the ground and you don't know what the hell going on? You be like, wait, hold on. What? And snatching you out your house? Wouldn't you resist? If somebody knocked on one of them roaches pulled you by your damn panties out the house, wouldn't you be like, Roach, stop. Don't take me. No. Yeah. What you mean resisting? Somebody just snatching you up out your damn house, snatching you up off your job. You sitting there working, and then next thing you know, a mob of men and mob of people coming and snatching you up by your shoulders. I'd resist too, because I'm like, wait, hold on. What's going on?
Children, you see the people are having they were destroying Los Angeles because of this shit. And you don't think the ICE workers have to be a little defensive? Trust me, if I crossed over to the border and I'm causing a muck.
Olivia, we're not even going to use the scenario of you crossing over to the border since you go nowhere. Okay. You were in Florida off and on for about 3 or 4 years. You never even took your kids down the street to Disney World. Yeah. So we're not going to put you in a position to go travel somewhere. Girl, the only place you travel is in a U-Haul or in a SUV, whatever car you got, from Florida to Texas. Them are your only travels since you don't go nowhere. Okay, so if I go, you're not going. So we're not even going to act like that could be a scenario, because it's not going to happen. You're not going anywhere. Use somebody else that actually do go places.
Okay, talking about all this and all that. You don't think they're going to use force on my ass?
Close to the border, she going to Taco Bell.
Girl. Yeah, they're going to. You got another thing coming. If you don't think another fucking country finna throw you up against the wall and beat your ass for trying to play with them.
Well, since you think, ICE is, ICE, baby. Since you think ICE is so cool, they are hiring, sis. I mean, you don't got it. Didn't you tell us the other day that you wouldn't mind being a CO? Well, get your ass on down there and fill out an application, ma'am. Didn't the people tell you got to have a job, pay your child support?
That's what y'all think? That shows how spoiled y'all really are. Go ahead, go to another country and try to fuck around. Try to do some bullshit that they do in America. Try to wave an American flag. Try to go against their rules and their laws and talk about how they're racist because they don't let you in. To do all that, I bet you they'll arrest your ass right there on the spot. Throw you to the ground, beat your ass, all that. I bet you they will. I bet you anything. I bet you won't even try that because you're too scared. What, Compton? What are you saying? Did I miss another comment? Oh, you were being sarcastic about Costa Rica? Yeah, I wish they would deport Matt. No, I don't wish they would deport nothing. I'm not gonna say that. Of course they got arrested by the NYPD. You know why? Because the NYPD... We're not even gonna talk about New York. Okay, New York is off their shit just like LA is, just like California is. They don't know what the fuck they're...
And she only saying that because New York and California has Democratic governors.
They're doing. Okay, they have 2 dumbass governors that don't know what the fuck they're doing. Okay, of course they were arrested in New York. Were they arrested anywhere else? Don't respond to other people who don't like your opinion or opinions. I don't understand your opinion. You didn't really... People are attacking ICE. ICE ain't randomly attacking people. Exactly. But don't get me wrong. I'm not...
Who said that? Somebody in her chat said people are attacking ICE. ICE is not randomly attacking people. There are 2 people in Minnesota that have lost their lives because of ICE. Who was that person in her chat? Who are you?
saying like I just said, I just gave you guys all the grace and all the understanding in the world for your concerns and your opinions on the violence, but they gotta do what they gotta do. Okay, that's just what it is. And I guess you can be upset about it, but there's no point. If you don't like the laws here, to that extreme, then just move. But you won't. No, ma'am. Liv, they are arresting my brother's
One
friend,
Nation, I
thinking
agree.
he was illegal and he was an American citizen. Some of them are not all good. I don't think nobody, I mean, no organization, not everybody's gonna be good. Just like there's dirty cops, just like there's dirty judges, just like there's dirty every fucking thing. I understand that. But, and that's gonna happen, unfortunately. The more you support illegals coming here, they're going to attack or target even the citizens at this point. You understand what I'm saying? So the more they do their job and get their job done, then the more they can stop bothering us, type shit. You understand? Yes. So it's unfortunate. Minorities are once again the target.
So wait, hold on, Olivia. So you're saying the crime that's happening in the United States is only happening because illegal immigrants are the only ones committing crimes? Is that what you're saying, sis? So you're saying if they get all the illegal immigrants out of the United States, there will be no more crime? Is that what you're saying, sis? Because that's not true. There's white on white crime, there's black on black crime, there's Latino on Latino crime. Yikes.
Target. It's just the way of the world. But you know, that's a simple fix. Your brother just shows that he, or your brother's friends just shows that he is a citizen,
Hey,
and they go
hot
up on their
mama.
way. You understand what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Enjoy your evening.
Exactly, Black Auntie. Good gracious. Can someone bring her a hot dog?
Some of the ICE agents are corrupt and abuse their power. Yeah, I know all about that. Trust me. But once again, it's the law.
It's the law to abuse your power? What?
I mean, we could make a million excuses on why it's not right, but why is that law in place? You understand what I'm saying? Because didn't nobody give a fuck about me getting locked up. It was right. Claps all around the board. I deserved it, right? It didn't matter if my life was getting fucked up. It didn't matter what was being taken from me, what was being taken from my kids. It didn't matter. The law is the law.
Yeah, but what was the reason why you didn't pay child support though? People coming here to the United States of America, they trying to have a better life for themselves and their family. What was your reason? And they're risking their lives to come over here to have a better life for their families. A lot of these immigrants has built a lot of stuff in this country, sis. So what was your reasoning for not paying child support? Was it to better your life? Was it to better your children's life? No, that was your decision not to pay your child support. You made that because you could have decided to pay it. And then would nobody had cheered on the fact that you was down at the clank, because there would be no reason for you to go to the clank. And so just like you did not pay your child support, then you suffered the consequences by that, right? And if undocumented illegal people come over to our country, commit crimes, do things they shouldn't be doing, then yes, you have to pay the consequences for that, right? You have to go back to where you come from and come over here the right way. but being snatched out your beds, being snatched out, and they're snatching up people that are American citizens. They did it the right way, but they're being profiled as like one group. They're being stereotyped as one group of people.
Right? So if I have to follow the law, everybody got to follow the motherfucking law. And that's just how it goes. So I don't want to hear none of that shit. I don't. And not just because I got locked up, but because millions and millions of American citizens every day get locked up over stupid shit they didn't do, this, that, not following the law. So if we are getting locked up, penalized, and punished, and our lives are, they're fucking up our shit and all types of shit, you think that illegal aliens shouldn't be? You think that shouldn't happen to them because they're exempt? Why? Because it's so hurtful and harmful, and oh my God, it hurts our feelings to see it. No, fuck all that.
Yeah, but Olivia, when you went to jail for basically, when you went down to the clank for breaking the law, right? Because it's a law that when you are ordered to pay child support, that you have to pay it, right? That's a law, okay? Of the child support of the state, okay, under child support, however that works. I never had to go through that, so I don't really know the ins and the outs, okay? But that's why you went to jail, okay? And so, but had you paid it, then this wouldn't be a conversation. So, of course, if you don't do what you're supposed to do, that goes across the board. That goes for anybody. When you don't do what you're supposed to do, then you suffer the consequence. It's her being bitter because she made the conscious decision not to pay child support for whatever that reason was or is. That's her decision. But I guarantee now you're not going to make that or continue to make that decision unless you continuously want to go down and sit down at the clank. And I guarantee you, every time you have to go back, they're going to make it longer and longer.
It don't hurt nobody's feelings when us Americans go through shit. Ain't nobody corrupt when we go through some shit. It's only when they want to point the finger because a Black or Hispanic or a minority dies or gets hurt or whatever. Like they want to fucking have a riot. But bitch, no. Wrong is wrong and right is right. Your thoughts on Obama's meme? I thought it was hilarious. I think that Trump has a lot of fun trolling people, and it works.
Oh my God. She says she thinks Trump has a lot of fun trolling people. So that you're saying that's the job of the most powerful man in our country is to troll the internet, to troll people? You're saying is that one of his duties? Like that video of depicting Barack and Michelle Obama as apes was that was tasteless. That was despicable. Especially coming from the most powerful man in our country. Here's the thing. If he doesn't like Barack Obama and Michelle Obama, that's okay. I'm not saying that he has to love those people. I'm not saying that. Trump can dislike whoever he wants to dislike. But when you display your behavior to the world, all it does is ignite more ignorance against our people that we already deal with. Because if the most powerful man in the world can do it and get away with it, what you think of a less powerful man, a man with absolutely no power? It definitely gives them the green light. Trump knows when he does, when he do what he do. He knows exactly because Trump knows people are followers. So he did that intentionally. And coming from, again, the most powerful man in our country, he was dead ass wrong for that. Now, if that's what you think in the back of your head, if that's the conversation you and Melania have when you sleeping in one bedroom and she sleeping in the bedroom down the hall, and y'all FaceTime, Trump and Melania FaceTime, because can't nobody make me believe Trump and Melania sleep in the same bed. Can't nobody make me believe that. That man, you could tell that man sleeps in a bed all by himself. And if somebody in the bed with him, it's because they paid. He paid them. Okay. You cannot make me believe him and Melania sleep in the same damn bed. You just can't make me believe it. I don't know what Trump's jealousy is over Obama. It's weird at this point. That man hasn't been president in years. Why are you still talking about what Obama said and did 50? If that's the case, let's talk about what Abraham Lincoln said and did. Let's talk about what Nixon said and did. Let's talk about what George Washington said and did. Like, if we just gonna keep talking about what presidents did 100+ years ago, well, why not we just, you know what I'm saying? Like, why we keep bringing up Obama? That's weird to me.
You understand? And once again, y'all want to be mad, but where's the outrage when they troll him? Where's the outrage when they call him a honky and a this and a white cracker and a this and a white? Where's the outrage?
You know why there's no outrage, Olivia? Because he is a white man. Is he not a white man? He does have orange hair. Does he not have orange toupee? He does. Who's trolling? That's what he is. I don't understand. Who's trolling? Barack and Michelle are not apes. They don't have hair all over their bodies. They don't live outside in a jungle. They don't hang from trees.
Come on, y'all. Have a little fun. What's the problem?
I agree, Kayla.
People take shit too serious. Who cares?
Obama didn't spend his time trolling Trump. Obama didn't spend his time trolling. Who was the president before Obama, y'all? I'm sorry. It's been so much going on in the world. He didn't spend his time trolling the presidents before him, regardless if he agreed or disagreed with their political views. He did not spend his time trolling. Why does Trump have so much time? Bush, thank you, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. It's been a long day. He did not spend his time doing that. I thought it was Bush. I just didn't want to be wrong. I didn't want to say it and be wrong. So I'd rather just not say it. And y'all tell me. Okay. Obama got a Nobel Peace Prize, hence the reason why Trump wanted one. Like, I don't know what his infatuation is with Obama. It's starting to be very weird. It really is. Because they were more likable than him. Well, I mean, Obama doesn't have anything to do with that. Michelle doesn't have anything to do with that.
I mean, we all make fun of white people all day long, right? I hear black people all time, Mexican. I see everybody talking about white people, but let a white person make a joke. Everybody's so mad and upset and clutching their pearls. Come on. Back in the day, people used to make jokes all the time about race and all types of shit.
Back in what day? What day are you talking? Olivia? See, you don't understand, sis, because you know you rep the white and the black. Okay, you rep both sides. So you straddle the fence, right? Imagine being made fun of and impressed for hundreds of years, Olivia. Like, girl, oh my God, this girl is, again, she can have her opinion. She's entitled to her opinion. We don't have to agree. We can agree to disagree. But she has a platform and she can, as ignorant as it may sound, she has the right to be ignorant.
Don't be mad. She said our president doesn't have to follow the law. Yeah, he followed the law. That's why he got his ass up out of jail. They couldn't hold him. If you can't hold him, you can't hold him. I mean, right? Or you think he just got out because who he is?
I agree.
That video is
Steve Johnson.
disgusting. Okay, girl. Well, I hope that you use that same judgment when you try to make a judgment on another race. Because I think you're black, right, babyface? I hope you never out here talking shit about no Hispanics, no white people, no fellow black. I hope you never make a joke like that.
And you know what, sis, Miss TLD, although you said it, I was exiting out anyway. I just wanted you guys really to hear her say the clank and other, but she said clink. I just really wanted you guys to see that. At this point, all she doing is rage baiting. Yeah, but she can't even do that right? She can't even do that right. It's again, she is entitled to her opinion, but the ignorance of it all. But we already know, Olivia. We know sis ain't wrapped too tight over there. I mean, she decided to move into a house that's riddled in roaches instead of just paying a hotel fee for another couple of days. Because let's be honest, the money she spent in bombs, basically you paid for the hotel. You could have sprung for another couple of days hotel until you made sure that apartment was all the way extinguished. I mean, because bombs are, I'm sure bombs are not $5. They probably about $20. Hell, she done bought about 10 of them. So you basically paid for another 3 nights at the hotel. I would have just stayed at the hotel and went over there during the day, let my bombs off, and came over there at night and opened up the windows and stuff, let the house defumigate, and went back to my hotel and go back the next day and do it all over again. That's what I would have done. I damn sure would have done that. No, actually, I would have brought my stuff up in there and then fumigated. Because let's be honest, if she had roaches at the other apartment, she more than likely carried them to that apartment as well, too. On top of, in my opinion, what was already there. That's just my opinion. Liv actually believe what she's saying. Yeah, she does. She actually does believe it. But Olivia takes a lot of her points and her views from, people she follows on social media. And again, like I said in the very beginning of this live, everybody that's on here having a conversation doesn't mean that they're automatically right and doesn't mean that they're automatically wrong. You can agree with whomever you want to agree with. Some people, like we talked about the Super Bowl, some people were impressed by the Super Bowl and some people just didn't understand it and just like it should have never happened. At the end of the day, people can have their opinions, but we shouldn't have to change our views based off how other people think, right? Like you could think whatever you want to think about me, but I'm gonna still do what I want to do regardless. So again, Olivia doesn't have to change the way she thinks to satisfy the internet, but do understand that people will challenge you that are obviously much more intelligent and much more knowledgeable about political affairs than you are, because Olivia's not. She's not that knowledgeable. That's obvious. Okay. All right, y'all. That's my time, honey. I'm gone. I'm out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out the door. TMR is going to see you in the next one, honey. Remember, sub what you love. Bye.